Hello everyone, welcome to Jigyasa. I'm your educator Devasmita. So today in this particular session we are going to learn about the somatic embryogenesis, and this is mainly from the breeding plant breeding techniques, and this is mainly for the semester or mainly for the MSc students. There is a course the like voice the plant breeding and the crop improvement, and the somatic embryogenesis is comes under this particular session. Okay, so let's proceed about the somatic embryogenesis. What are the different processes that are involved in case of the somatic embryogenesis, and what is the advantages and disadvantages of the somatic embryogenesis? So let's proceed. First things, what is somatic embryogenesis? Do you know about the what is somatic embryogenesis? It means somatic, it means कि कोई भी वेजिटेटिव सेल्स हो या फिर कोई भी सोमाटिक सेल्स हो, ठीक है. एम्ब्रियो का फॉर्मेशन होना या फिर जेनेसिस मीन्स फॉर्मेशन होना. ओके, टू मेक समथिंग. सो सोमाटिक एम्ब्रियोजेनेसिस इट मीन्स सोमाटिक सेल से कैसे एम्ब्रियो फॉर्मेशन हो रहा है, एम्ब्रियो का सिंथेसाइज हो रहा है, तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं ना, सोमाटिक एम्ब्रियोजेनेसिस. So somatic embryogenesis, this is a process by which the somatic cells or the tissues including some haploid cells develop into the differentiated embryos and to regenerate the plants. It has some capability to regenerate the plants or whole plants. Okay, whenever we talk about the totipotency cells or the totipotent cells, it have some capability that some significant cells or some the tissue or some parts of the cells, it can be regenerated a whole plants or the new complete plants. Okay, so this process is known as the somatic embryogenesis. It may be somatic cells, it means rather than the एक्सेप्ट. अगर हम लोग बोलते हैं कि व्हाट इज सोमाटिक सेल्स, इट मीन्स कि एक्सेप्ट हम लोग का क्या, रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स. रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स इट मीन्स कि फ्लावर्स, एंड्रोसियम एंड द गाइनेसियम, उसको छोड़ करके हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं ना, रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स ऑफ द प्लांट्स इज नोन एज द सोमाटिक सेल्स. इट मे बी फॉर एग्जांपल सम स्टेम सेल्स, लीफ सेल्स, बार्क, एनीथिंग एल्स, रूट पर्सन्स, कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, कोई भी सोमाटिक सेल्स हो सकता है, ठीक है. So here is the scientist like was Stewart et al. What do you mean by et al? Et al means Stewart's and his co-workers. Okay, Stewart's and his co-workers. So that's why this is collectively or commonly written as the Stewart et al. In 1958, it was first induced the embryo through the suspension culture in case of the carrot. Okay. So another scientist like the Reinhardt, another scientist is the Reinhardt in 1959 that produced the embryo from the callus in the carrot through the suspension culture. So whenever we see about the what is suspension culture, it means something we just extract some somatic cells or somatic parts of the any of the plants that we culture in given some different media. That's why then there is the culture of some cells or that particular somatic cells, then we just call as a given some certain temperature, pH, and some optimum um, optimum capability or optimum cells that the media, given to optimum media, then we just call as the suspension culture. Okay, so what is the importance of the somatic embryogenesis? So first things, whenever we talk about the somatic embryogenesis or the cells or the embryo that formed by this process, then we just call as the somatic cells. And somatic cells are mainly responsible for the higher propagation rate, because within very short duration of time we can prepare them in our lab also, so that this is the higher propagation rate. Then comes to next, that is the suitable in the suspension culture, because it is easy to cultivate or easy to culture in our culture media in our lab. Okay, So then comes to third, that is the somatic embryogenesis are mainly responsible for the artificial seed का production. artificial seed हम लोग जैसे इसके बाद हम लोग पढ़ेंगे artificial seeds, so ये directly related to artificial seed production. Then comes to next, that is the here is one thing, that is the whenever we culture in case of our lab technique or different technique using for the developing of the somatic embryogenesis, there are no cost effective or दिस इज द कॉस्ट, मतलब कि यहाँ लेबर सेविंग हो जाता है, बिकॉज within very short duration time and with a single person cannot do it. Okay, so there is no requirement of very much people or involving in this particular experiment or doing this particular session. So this is generally labor saving. So these are some importance of the somatic embryogenesis. So what are the different stages of the somatic embryogenesis? Let's see what are the different stages. Mainly whenever we talk about the culture media, whenever we put into somatic cells into the culture media, then it transform into or go through the different stages of the cells. Likewise, first things is that it forms a callus initiation. Callus का initiation करता है. What is callus? What is callus? Callus means the undifferentiated mass of the cells. Undifferentiated mass of a cell. Mass of cells or the tissues. This is known as the callus. So this is known as the callus. सो फर्स्ट थिंग द कैलस का इनिशिएशन होगा, उसके बाद क्या है ना एम्ब्रियो का डेवलपमेंट, देन कम्स टू एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट एंड मैचुरेशन, then third is the plantlet ka formation. So these are the different stages go through by the somatic embryogenesis. Let's see what is callus initiation, embryo development and the maturation, then third one is the last one is the plantlet formation. So comes to this, that is the whole process. Whenever first we discussed this diagram, somatic embryogenesis, how it can be formation. So after that what are the different stages of the process that are involved in this process, and then we talk it later. Okay, so first things here you can see that in this diagram particularly, so this is the mature plants. When this is the mature plants of a carrot. Okay, so when we just extract some cutting section or cut this small segment of the some somatic cells, here is taken some root parts, or this is nolly, or this is called as the explant, whatever in the placed in case of the culture media. So the major plants of the root parts, mainly the cutting or the roots parts are mainly explant and then cultured into a culture media. So here is given some optimum temperature, some agarose gels and some different types of some medium formation of the medium, and then cultured it. Then it moves to a conical flax, so where the formation of the callus cells. Here you can see that there undifferentiated mass of the cells that are formed. This is called as the callus forms. Then comes to it can break some segments like the small segments, and then it comes to embryoid body, and this small segments it break down, and this is normally called as the regeneration process and the degeneration process. So degeneration process means degradation from callus to the small segments of the cells. This is known as the degradation process or degenerative process. And whenever it forms a new plantlet stage to mature plants, then this is known as the regenerative process. Okay, so then comes to it globular shape. Then small segments of that particular cells then becomes the globular shape. After that this is the heart shape, then comes to the torpedo stage, then finally it is cotyledonary stage. After the cotyledonary stage, here is one thing that one upper part it may be developed for the shoot and the lower part it developed for the roots. So this is becomes the plantlet stage. Finally the plantlet stage, after the plantlet stage it becomes the mature plants. So here is the whole things of the somatic embryogenesis, how a root becomes a complete plant. Okay, so this is known as the somatic embryogenesis. Let's comes to here is further I just further I develop or draw here this whole section so that you just clearly visible all those things. Okay, so first whenever we talk about this is a mature plant, so this is a mature plant or carrot plants, here is the root things, then this part is explant into a petri dishes, so that given some culture media and here is a culture media, then it is into move to a conical flax, so that here is it becomes the a proper development of that particular section. So this is a formation of the callus. Here is the formation of the callus. After the formation of callus, then it degrades some small segments of the part or the cells, then it becomes to the globular shape, then it comes to the heart shape, then it becomes to the torpedo stages, then it becomes to the cotyledonary stages, after the cotyledonary stages it becomes to the plantlet stages. Here is the plantlet stages, then the cells then transform into the soil, so that it becomes to the a mature plants. This is a mature plants. Here is the whole scenario of the somatic embryogenesis, the process of the somatic embryogenesis. Got it? Okay, then comes to the what is the different processes that are involved in case of the somatic embryogenesis, and what is the factors that are responsible for the somatic embryogenesis. So first is that what is the factors that are mainly responsible for the somatic embryogenesis, that is the character of the explant. What does mean character of the explant? What do we mean by character of the explant? It means it depends upon the particular plants or the particular cells. So whenever we explants are or the cells are derived from its parents plants. Okay, so this is known as the character of the explants. How it may be somatic cells, or it may be some root part, or it may be some shoot part, leaf part, anything else. So this is mainly these are the characters. It may be so tall, dwarf, anything else. So the explant is which type of explant. Okay, so this is mainly responsible for the somatic embryogenesis. Then comes to the growth regulators. Some growth regulators are involved in these cases, likewise the auxin, cytokinin, abscisic acids. Okay, and some nitrogenous sources are given into the media, likewise and the potassium and the dissolved oxygen also. So K plus ion ka or potassium ions ka increase in the potassium ion, and here is the decrease of the dissolved oxygen. Okay, so these are mainly responsible for the somatic embryogenesis. Then whenever we talk about the germination media, so germination medium, the MS medium are responsible, likewise the BAP and the NA. So the media kept in the incubation temperature like the 25 degrees centigrade. This is the optimum temperature. It may be plus minus 2 degrees centigrade for 12 hours for 8 weeks. The culture media it takes some times like the 16 hour to 8 weeks. Okay, and whenever we see about the somatic cells or the somatic embryogenesis, so the calculation be like what is the callus induction frequency in case of the percentage, then the regeneration frequency. So first things that whenever we after the culture media or after the explant placed in case of the culture media, then it processing, and that it develops to form to make a callus like structure. Then here is one thing, so the callus is the undifferentiated mass of the cells. So here is the one thing, is the callus induction frequency. We can calculate the callus induction frequency in case of the percentage, and as comparison to the regeneration frequency, because regeneration process is becomes from the callus structure. Okay, so it whenever it redivides or divides into the various small segments of the cells, then it becomes small parts of the cells. So this is the regeneration process. So it totally depends upon the callus induction frequency and the regeneration frequency. Okay, then comes to the types of the somatic embryogenesis. What are the different types? It may be two types, broadly classified into the two types. One is direct somatic embryogenesis, another one is the indirect somatic embryogenesis. So in case of the direct somatic embryogenesis, what actually occurs in case of the direct somatic embryogenesis? Here is one thing, so it can form from the petri dishes, or whenever we placed in somatic cells in the petri dishes or the some lab techniques, then it directly regenerate to the plantlet stage, then becomes to the complete plants. Here is absence of the callus formation. Here is no presence of the callus. Okay, so this is the direct somatic embryogenesis. And in case of the indirect somatic embryogenesis, the callus forms, then the explant, and it takes place from which the embryo are developed. So पहले क्या होगा ना, कैलस का फॉर्मेशन होगा जैसे पहले होता था, ठीक है कि नहीं, इसके पहले हम लोग देखे थे कैलस का फॉर्मेशन होना, उसके बाद वहाँ से एम्ब्रियो एक्सप्लांट का फॉर्मेशन होता है, उसके बाद क्या होता है ना, प्लांटलेट फॉर्मेशन होता है, देन वी प्लेस्ड इनटू placed the plantlet into the soil, then we develop a complete plants, or it becomes a whole larger plants. Okay, so these are the different factors responsible for different factors and the types of the somatic embryogenesis. So let's comes to what is the advantages and what is the disadvantages of the somatic embryogenesis. Whenever we say about the advantages, it's a huge advantage, because it's the light, it's the high propagation rate, because within very short duration of the times we can manipulate, or we can produce very large amount of the propagation, or large amount of high propagation rate. Then somaclonal variation and germplasm conservation, something like that. If there is a present of the some introduced variety in case of our country, or in case our country, or in case of our any research lab centers, so there is no further the plants, or no extra some next generation for conservation of that particular plants or species, or any seeds. So in case by this somatic embryogenesis process, we can propagate that particular things, or we can develop, or we can grow that particular seeds, or it may be some cells, or it may be some vegetative cells or somatic cells. So that's the population of that particular species or particular plants, it can be grow up. So we can in this process we just conserve that particular germplasm. So it helps in the germplasm conservation also. So it have some labor saving also, elimination of the disease and the viruses. These are some advantages that are mainly helpful for the somatic embryogenesis by using the somatic embryogenesis. Okay, then comes to what is the disadvantages. So disadvantages we like the confined to few species, because we cannot go through the all of the species. Okay, that present in case of our earth, or in case of our country, in case of our locality. So few species we can just modified to this process. And the somatic embryogenesis show very poor germination because of their physiological and the biochemical immaturity. So sometimes we see that whenever we given of the proper treatment also, but there is some limitation also. So it cannot grow properly, it cannot germinate properly in case of the soil, because of their biochemical immaturity and some physiological effect also. That's this is the disadvantages. And instability of the cultured cells in a long term, the culture is a major limitation in the commercial exploitation and the mass propagation of the somatic embryogenesis. Suppose whenever we the propagals whenever we talk about the culture media, or whenever we grow in case of the culture media, but the callus cannot be regenerate, or whenever already we have given some proper condition, proper treatment, proper gel also, proper temperature also, but sometimes be like they cannot be germinated, so there's a delay of the germination also. So it can be directly affect to our commercial exploitation or the commercial purposes, because we mainly use our daily life for, or mainly for commercial purposes. So we just use the somatic embryogenesis, because the number of propagals is high, or the high production rate basically, or the rate of production is high. That's why we and the duration of the times is very short. That's why we use the somatic embryogenesis technique. So then it directly affect some the our commercial our commercial purposes. So this is the major disadvantages of the somatic embryogenesis. So I think all of you guys clear very about clear the somatic embryogenesis. If you have any problem in case of the this video or this session, you can increase your increase your size, so that visibility size, or so that's then the video is be, or the PDF will be clearly visible to all of you. Okay, and then if you have any queries regarding this, you can ask me directly to my mail. You can message me on Telegram group, or personally message in my WhatsApp group, or in case of my mail ID also. So um, in the next video we are going to discuss about the artificial seed, what is artificial seeds and how it can be related in case of our crop improvement, and what is the advantages and disadvantages of the artificial seed. So thank you.